Hi, it's Michael.
And it's Garrett.
And this video is sponsored.
What? Did you say sponsored? Oh my god, that's such a big word for us. We're real YouTubers now.
This video is sponsored.
We're sponsored.
Oh my god. This video is sponsored by Gore-friend by Sabrina Stein, available on WebToons now.
That's literally the comic we just read. Did we enjoy it, Michael?
Absolutely, go and read it. It's so fun, it's giving me energy, it's giving me life, it's wholesome, it's great. What about you?
I thought it was funky fresh, and it was a pleasure to read.
I'm lonely. I beg for my call to be heard. I shall bear any trial or do any task for one chance. For love. Well, that was fun. Ah!
You fucked up. In your pathetic flailing, you open a hole to a particularly nasty plane of existence. Giant anthropomorphic human organs are loose in your town.
Ah! You're a skeleton.
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. She sounds like a smoker when you yell. Is that a problem?
Is that a problem?
Yeah.
I feel like this comic had a very similar energy to us, a similar attitude towards the strange and fantastical, and a similar attitude of like, anyone can fall in love with anyone can get into anything. Like,
okay, that's a little more accurate.
So it opens up on bloodstains, and I'm lonely. I'm an emo kid, non-conforming as can be. You'd be non-conforming too if you look just like me. Sorry, as long as we're all rediscovering emo.
God damn it. We open on the lovely, the wonderful Phineas.
Yes, our goth-tacular boy.
Look
with
at those
long, beautiful hair.
Look at those fucking arms. Our twink is actually a twunk.
The reason why he's all dressed up and inked up like this is that he's trying to summon love, because he's a lonely boy. And we know what it feels like to be a lonely boy in your mother's house. Also, I love his pants, too.
Aren't they just trip pants?
They are basically trip pants. Maybe that's why I like them so much. I don't know.
Does Gen Z know about trip pants?
Comment below if you know what trip pants are. So after he tries this ritual, some weird shit starts happening. Paint's not coming off.
As a cosplayer, I have to say this has been the most relatable part of this comic.
The ink won't come off. The sink is spewing pink shit. One assumes that there's blood in the water, which is why it's pink.
I just had a much more horrifying thought. What if it's not blood? What if it's amniotic fluid?
Ew, why that specifically? Goodness.
Because amniotic fluid isn't red, it's pink.
Anyway, speaking of amniotic fluid, hi, Mom.
Hi there, sweetie. Dinner's gonna be a little late today.
What's going on, Mom?
Well, I was going to start boiling the pasta, but the tap water is pink for some reason.
Weird.
I'm gonna gather some bottled water. You might need some rubbing alcohol for your arms.
Hey, Mom, when do I get to inherit our accent? Is that genetic or like...
Actually, I love this mom character. She's actually really sweet, and you can tell she's super supportive.
You know, whatever my son's going through, I just want him to know I love him.
He may be a dirty boy who masturbates in his room all day, but at least he picks up after himself.
What?
So he goes back up to his room looking for the rubbing alcohol, and suddenly a shadow has appeared before him. This guy is Charles. Also known as Death the Kid.
How dare you? No, but I get it. I see it. I just love how expressive Sabrina's characters are.
Yeah, I dig the expressions. Honestly, Charles, his
so
whole
good.
face gives me like mid-90s Cartoon Network. Powerpuff Girls, Clone Wars.
Oh, fucking Dexter's Lab.
That too. I was so tempted to give him just a straight up man-dog voice.
Today is your lucky day.
Thanks to a buddy of mine, you're being offered a free ticket out of hell. You know this town pretty well, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Good. Then I got a deal for you. You are gonna run off and collect every single demon loose in this town for me. And in return, I won't send you to hell. Do we have a deal?
Yes.
Good answer. Take these.
Ow. What?
These are special jars. Open them up near an organ demon and they get sucked in. 1 jar per organ. Fill these up and come back here.
So I'm being sent out there with horrific demons loose in my town, and all I have to stop them are jars?
So this is where we get the plot happening.
This is where we reach the premise of the story, which is Phineas, in trying to summon someone who matches him with every fiber of their being, managed to open a gateway that brings in giant anthropomorphic human organs. That right there is the premise of the story. And I feel like this is where we get our first, story trope, which is the trope of main character has to collect various things.
Only you can return the demons to the chest. Ah, yes! Because you let them out.
In this, Sabrina decided very expertly to go almost a sort of dating sim route, where you're collecting girlfriends.
Oh yeah, because that's how the spell functions. The spell was basically like, here are all of your most grotesque fantasies come to life. Here you go.
This is where we encounter our first of the lovely contestants, a skeletal figure in a lovely red dress.
I love the detail of her actually dripping with blood. Like, she's not just like a bone dry skeleton.
Bones are meant to be wet. Your bones crave moist, dark places. That is why they remain inside of you.
I think my bone just got a little moist. So this comic found its target audience. So skeleton in a cute red dress, minding her own, and this guy just screams at her. Like, what the fuck? You never seen a skeleton before? She's defensive because she's so used to being judged at this point. Everybody in this world so far has been judging her for her appearance. But we very quickly see Phineas is actually that first reaction
does a total
is
180.
not fully, it's not fully representative of how he feels. Once he starts to pay attention to how he's responding and he's able to oh yeah, I'm actually being weird about this, he calms down and is wow, you're actually really cool, because obviously he thinks she's cool.
I feel like this is the second taste of subversion we get. We've gotten the setup that this feels like it's going to be a dating sim-esque situation, and we're going to end up with a harem of organ babes. But instead, it ends up being more like Phineas is making friends. Love comes in ways other than romantic love. It feels like the beginning of a friendship.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a Disney princess thing where the characters are going to go off and get hitched right away.
You want to know what it feels like to me? I think Sabrina did a really good job of constructing this metaphor of a guy who's into trans women meeting a trans woman for the very first time.
Oh.
Imagine this sheltered dude from a really small town and just hasn't ever met an actual trans person at any stage of transition in his life. For some of those people, their first reaction literally is whoa, what the, they, maybe not that animated, but people fucking stare, right? And a lot of people who are uncomfortable in their own skin can just really relate to this. The first reaction is to be defensive, because why are you trying to get close to me if not to hurt me or to ridicule me for the way I look, right?
I don't disagree with that at all. I think that is an apt read of this. He doesn't apologize for his reaction, but he over-explains, which you can read that as an anxiety response and an overcorrection, which is still a sincere thing. It's like when people meet me for the first time, I've had people make trans jokes, not realize I was trans, and then be like, no, I mean, but you don't have to apologize and be like, I love trans people. In fact, the only porn I watch is trans porn.
Somebody literally said that to you before.
I have had people say that before.
That's great.
But that was very uncomfortable. Don't tell trans people that. Yeah, keep that to yourself. Are you okay in there?
Please don't forget my dress.
Oh, sure.
When I walked up to the first human I saw, she seemed scared of me. She ran away, dropping a bag as she ran. And in the plastic was a dress. I felt safer wearing it, hiding my bones so others don't stare or run. It's comforting.
I'll make sure to bring it with then.
So what's going to happen when he has like a shit ton of jars? Are they all going to be talking to each other? Are all of the different organs going to be like talking shit at each other?
What if once he gathers all the jars, he can like open them up and create like a giant human Megazord type thing that he can ride inside of?
Oh my God. So at the end, we have these lovely educational blurbs because nothing beats prejudice like education, right?
I really like how she draws an anatomically correct skeleton.
I also can see why she had a dress on for most of it, because drawing all those ribs and that pelvis would be a nightmare over and over again.
Even the fountain's water is pink. Hey there, you lost? Ah, wait, I'm here to help!
I wouldn't try that. Those girls need some time to process this. This world is full of new sensations. Some of us respond differently than others. I suggest you run like the other mortals. This pretty young thing, Lady Mesentery. Lady Missionary.
Dysentery. Oregon Trail.
Ew.
Oh, especially ew when you say missionary right before it.
Missionary dysentery.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
The Scativerse returns.
The Scat Universe!
This new world is full of sensations. But no, like she immediately shows up. Not only is she gorgeous, but she seems to have thought a lot about this whole situation already, and she already knows what to say.
She has her villainess-esque monologue ready. She's intentionally trying to intimidate him.
She does.
But she has this self-depreciating language in here. She refers to herself as distorted and repulsive. Does this shape not disgust you? And he finds her to be gorgeous. He thinks that she's beautifully lacy, that she glides when she walks.
I see this as Lady Mesentery here wears that fearful, disgusted description of her like a weapon. Like she shoves it in other people's faces like, yeah, I'm disgusting and repulsive, get the fuck away from me kind of energy.
Yeah.
Which is beautifully subverted by our protagonist being Inter, actually. But that defense mechanism has become so strong, she clearly has a hard time believing it.
You actually triggered a thought for me. I can think of things as a trans person where I have thought that my form is distorted and repulsive, but I wouldn't say that out loud to someone. I've never had these feelings where I've thrown my transness out there and been like, aren't you disgusted by me? I'm trans. But I can distinctly remember situations where I threw my personality at other people when I'm trying to guard myself and try to keep from making new friends. And they're like, no, I think you're hilarious and you're fun to be around. And I'm just like, immediately disarmed. So...
And to be clear, I'm not just thinking of this through a queer lens. I mean, that is definitely part of it. But on this strip in particular, it's more of a freak recognize freak sort of situation. This applies to a lot of us queer people, anybody that would be regarded as a freak in society. And because of the sort of romancy nature of this, my mind immediately goes towards like, you know, perverse sexual tastes. This disgusts most people, but I think it's beautiful.
No, it's disgusting.
Like, there's always this internal battle of like self-loving and self-hating that goes on in any freak.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can feel like a freak meets freak. I'll be back, okay?
All right.
Thank you. I'll be back.
What a strange human. So what does this mean?
I see two paths for us. we could continue to spread and live our lives with our new freedom. But this will cause the humans to hunt us down. We would all be in constant danger until the end of our days.
So what do we do about it?
We're introduced to someone strange and even more mysterious than Charles.
Yes. Cue villain music. Except, like, is it a villain? We don't actually know. They're just mysterious. And
so far, the villain.
I don't even know what organ they could possibly be. Like, do you have any idea? This is an organ, right?
I would guess the brain.
Clearly, there's some organization going on amongst the organ demons. There's some cahoots going on, and that's it. We don't know anything else after that. There's definitely more to this world that will be revealed to us in future installments.
Do you know the Mesentery?
I didn't before this comic.
Me neither! That's because the Mesentery is a rather newly classified organ!
The Mesentery!
Oh my god! The Mesentery! My favorite guts. It kind of also has like a magic school bus kind of energy to it once you get to the end of each one.
Magic school bus!
Yeah,
I love the edutainment aspect because not only do I enjoy being entertained with a cool story, I also want to learn.
I didn't expect that at all.
This comic is on the cutting edge of science.
The cutting edge of science!
Yes, comic good. We love this comic. Everyone watching this right now, go follow Gorefriend by Sabrina Stein, and you will not be disappointed.
But before you leave, don't go yet. Wait. Make sure to leave a like and comment who your favorite character was.
And subscribe if you have not already. Follow us on TikTok. Also, we have a thriving Discord community that we encourage you to join. And if you are feeling extra generous, donate to our Patreon or our Ko-fi. Links are all in the description.
Feed me. If you would like to sponsor a video. Shilling done. Stay extra. Bye.
Bye.
Senpai Sama Sensei-kun. It's trying to channel the inner Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, gracious. Nobody needs to be channeling that. What were you trying to do?
I didn't actually expect it to work. I was seeing if I could summon a girlfriend or channel energy or connect to something to date, and, well, you ended up here, so...
One, I have a girlfriend. Ah, yes, the I have a girlfriend defense.
She lives in another dimension. You wouldn't know her. She doesn't go here. So when you did the one, I have a girlfriend, I wanted so badly to be like, it doesn't sound like it, sweetie.
Now that is a stereotype. I'm really supposed to go out here and get all these things in a bottle. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just an emo kid living in my mom's house.
I really like how she manages to draw a very I can't say the word atomically. I wonder if their genders work like the gems from Steven Universe.
Right? Are they all like monogender? I'm literally tissue in your abdomen. I don't have a gender. We're beyond gender.
Gender is a construct. Lady, let me mess up your guts and Terry. What? Hope that you really enjoyed, fuck. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Do it now.
Give us a like, give us a sub, give us a comment. Follow us on Twitter and TikTok. Join our Discord.
I like this aggressive energy you're giving me right now.
And donate to our Patreon or our Ko-fi, whatever. Either way, money, please.
Give.
Stay extra. Peace. Bye.
Stay extra.
And
bone out.
bone out.
Wait, what's a good bone pun? We need to end this on a like an organ pun.
And keep your bones wet.
Remember, children, your meat suit is just a mecca for your wet, moist bones. Stay extra and sleep tight. Bye.
Wow. I know which one's not making it in.